fell in love with 3 niggas in Africa. And Darnell was doing that the whole time. I fell in love with 3 of them. I was like, oh my God.
Jingle bells, bells on the scale.
So let's go back to these men you wanted to marry.
No. We going back to Trump.
Oh, I know. I was gonna tie it in.
What? How does men and Trump come in together? What you talking about?
You got a plate.
Oh, now we're talking plates. Yeah.
Full of food.
Right.
On that plate, you have different foods.
Yeah, this is deep.
This represents the world, all the different continents, right?
Okay.
You have an orange moon.
Trump.
It affects the ocean.
Oh, it does.
So that affects the planet.
Braxton, I ain't fucking with you. I'm not going no further with you. This gotta stop right now.
Are we talking about astrology?
What is happening here? What did you just take
It would be astronomy, not astrology.
Okay. Did you have a place, a destination with that?
I was trying to land it.
Okay, come on.
I was waiting until you went back to the 3 men.
So how's it tied to 3 African men?
I was setting the tone. I was gonna come and throw it in there.
Well, throw it.
I am so confused. You got to come on out now.
Throw it.
You found something deep and spiritual.
I did.
I know because you told me.
Yeah.
Going to Africa was a spiritual connection. It was this thing that just transcended.
Can I tell you why I'm looking at the men though?
Oh please.
Can I
I'm worried now.
Can I tell you why?
I'm really worried.
I'll tell you why. I'm
Here
going to tell you why.
Here we are. Go ahead.
Because they beat you if you're gay. I couldn't look at the women. I couldn't look at the women. I couldn't look at them. They were fine as a motherfucker. Oh, goddamn. The women was oh, Lord. The things that they come over here and play with, natural. Black women.
Yeah, I feel you.
And another thing, though, is because I'm a voluptuous woman. They said you in shape.
Oh, they kind
You're not sloppy thick.
Yeah.
I said, God damn, do it again. It's how they washing my feet and shit. I was getting confused.
That's what I'm telling you.
They was washing my
when people
feet.
are not afraid to connect.
Falling in.
Beautiful teeth.
That's why.
You were going.
Giving me cocoa from the tree. Oh my goodness, the good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't no
You
woman
feel
ever
me?
gave me cocoa from
You
the tree.
understand? Do you understand? You understand?
It's fantastic.
You have to be careful with human connection, touch.
Yeah.
I don't massage people.
Oh, you talking about soul ties?
I don't. But not even that. It's something on the surface. On the surface.
Even without sex.
I don't massage people. My wife will tell you. They be like, "Oh, therapist, don't you?" Yeah, you probably gotta get somebody else. I tell them straight up.
That's why you don't massage them.
Cause I know.
Cause you know what?
This stuff is intentional.
Look how big your hands are.
You feel me?
So what you know, Braxton?
This is very intentional, and I feel like I give my energy through my hands. You get grounded from the earth. That's what they teach us in
You
therapy.
think if you was ugly, that would matter?
No.
Let's be honest.
I think so. Cause I'll tell you why.
I want to have a real conversation.
I will tell you why.
Tell
because we have gotten massage. We do couple massage.
Yeah.
We have the people but we in the same room.
Right.
And I know that these people be channeling something through. And you have to get to a point. Honestly, you do. You have to get to a point where you have to kind of control because it's a channel. It's all this energy. And I don't know what these people look like. They're not attractive people. It doesn't matter.
Can I say why it's a channel though? It's a channel because you're handsome. They trying to get you together. Hold on now. Don't run. Stay right here, brother. Stay right here.
I'm having a sip.
Y'all both, y'all attractive. Y'all naked and shit. They done wrapped y'all up in blankets. It's soft music in there. Look at you. You work out. You done took
You the best they gonna have all
You the best they got all No, Braxton, stay here.
No,
stay here.
Because I understand.
No, stay here. This is real. Stay
So that means
here.
they're giving you special treatment.
Oh, they channel. Hold up. Don't stay right here.
It's a treat for them.
That's it.
Yes.
It's a treat.
But sometimes it's hard to accept that.
Yeah.
I mean, for me personally.
Darnell getting her sexually harassed all the time.
And
I feel bad for him.
We was at a restaurant yesterday.
Yeah.
There's some funny story better than I do.
I'm enjoying some mussels with some garlic bread, and I had me some shmay, and And I'm minding my business. Because we've been at his event all day, and I ain't ate all day because I'm trying to get slim thick, so I'll eat once a day now.
Oh.
So I waited until 5 o'clock. At this point, I'm about to eat myself. So we hit this corner. Mm-hmm. We go over here. Darnell is sitting there out of nowhere. I mean, honest to God. We are in the corner, literally. Like, this is us in a corner. The front door is back there. So we are all in the corner. You know, you see two niggas in the corner. You don't want to be bothered. They are in the corner. All of a sudden, a white man appears. I promise to God. Everybody said the same thing. Where did he come from? No one, no, it was six, it was 5 guys over there, me and Darnell. No one knew where he came from. Not one person saw him show up.
He just appeared.
Like a spirit. No bullshit. Grab Darnell's tail.
His tail?
Darnell wears this
Your
fox
tail?
The foxtail?
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't.
No, walked up.
This is invasion.
No, he walked up and he said, "Oh, I like your tail." And we was like, "Where the fuck? Who is that?" Because it was all black people. We were like, what kind of Michael Jackson voice is this? Where did Mickey Mouse come from? And everybody's like, so now we all like alert. We don't even know these people over here, but they just see the violation of it.
That is.
And Darnell had to tell everybody, it's all right. Like, it's fine. You know, like, calm down. Because it became a whole thing.
It became a thing.
Darnell
He was supposed to pick up your tail. And he said he liked your tail.
I was like, thank you so much.
And you knew that was all innuendo. You know that was all innuendo. From the front and back.
It was just like, thank you, sir.
Just please get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let my tail go and keep walking.
And they was like trying to like, he did that? That's him over there. I'm like, y'all, please don't call the scene. I just want to eat my seafood pasta in peace. Like,
yeah, like you can judge your harassment.
Yes, it's like
you know where it is on your scale.
It's fine.
Where
like,
didn't do nothing. Yeah.
No, Darnell don't like scenes because he crazy. And that's the truth. He either like that or he on your ass. So there's no in between. So he gotta stay. And if we keep talking, you gonna amp this nigga up. So he like trying to stay peaceful. Like everybody just act like that didn't happen.
Please.
Because I'm hungry. I got shit to do today. I don't want to give into that.
Yeah.
And it's a trip how you gotta really like hold yourself together when you humble or meek. Or you know
but
what
you
I'm
have
saying?
that level of harassment.
It's harassment.
This is the things that we know Donald Trump has done for
She puts track around that.
That's true.
for
At full circle.
All these women coming out and other women are hearing these stories. Like, we know who the fuck this man is.
Yeah.
He's made it very clear.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either this country is completely showing its tail, its racism, and sexism out in front, or there's some funny business going on. And we could not have possibly, all the women in this country really voted for this man who has sexually assaulted numerous women, 34 felony counts, and then on top of all of that, you have reproductive rights. Like, these women say, like, we have kids, we have daughters, we have sons, that we want to make sure they have control over what happens. I can't, that's why I was speechless, because I'm just like, I cannot believe this many women, regardless of your race, really said, we're going to put this aside to support this man. Why? You support this man, why? Because he's clearly trying to keep the white agenda going. Don't get it twisted. The abortion stuff, it's not about protecting my kids, your kids, any other minority group. It's about protecting the white race. White babies. We know that the percentage of white women who get abortions far exceed the numbers.
They get more food stamps.
The numbers.
Yeah,
There's
single
more.
white females.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they do.
The numbers. Trump and all those people, they are very much aware of the numbers. If we can stop abortion, that's that many more white babies that we're going to have. So if you're going to have, I'm making these numbers up, okay, yeah, we'll have, 20 more minority babies, but we're going to make 80 more white babies. They're going to take that.
And we're
This
going to
shit
take
done
care
turned
of
to the
them.
handmaiden
We're
tale.
gonna take care of those babies prenatally. The women are gonna get what they need. The black one's not gonna. So even if we give them 20 babies, maybe only 10 come out that actually end up voting one day.
And
If we get 80 of these white, we'll probably get 70 that will vote.
Yeah.
That's a big difference, 7-1. You feel me?
And I guarantee we're going to probably, because we already know how black women are higher risk of mortality,
that's what I'm saying.
having babies.
That's true.
And so once they block abortion. Everybody's like, ooh, no more abortion. Watch, the white women are going to have the care that they need.
Yeah.
They're going to be forced to have those babies. There's no abortion.
Peachtree care.
And they're going to take care of those babies. And us, black women, our mortality rate is going to keep going up because they are trying to preserve the white population. That's what Make America Great Again is all about. It's not when has it ever been great for a minority? Who do you think that phrase is talking to?
And that's an old ass phrase. I was doing some research.
It came
He
from
not the
Reagan.
first person. Yeah, that shit is old as fuck.
It was from Reagan.
They've
And
been saying that.
Great Again is like making it white, where white people rule the
Every level.
They have every level, and they have the numbers. They know. They are the ones that know that the minority population is growing at a faster rate than the white races. So they know in a few years, the white people are not going to have the majority.
They fighting for their life. That's what I gonna do. They fighting for their life. They fighting for their life. They fighting for their life.
They know those numbers.
Yeah.
So this abortion, all this stuff that's happening,
Yeah.
it is not about anything else but preserving the white
That's it.
race.
I want to know how it is you
Don't let
voted
it
for
frighten
Donald
you.
Trump when you're so into facts, because his entire campaign is not based in facts. It was all based in propaganda and emotion.
I voted for Donald Trump for one reason only. His policies, if implemented, would slow the dispossession of whites in the United States. If he were to deport all illegal immigrants, if he were to think very hard about letting in any Muslims, all of this would slow the rate at which whites are becoming a minority.
They say they're fighting for their life. The problem is this. If everybody was just made equal, we would have a wonderful country. If we could just deal with everybody's diversity and feed into that, and I help encourage everybody at every level, this country would be so much more wealthy than when we just have this white elite class and everybody else down here.
Absolutely.
They
don't
don't
want-
want
they don't want
to pride. To them, it's not such a pride to think that they have to share that with other people. When
Yeah, they don't want to
you've
work
done that
together.
anyway, you just erased the facts over the years. The
Yeah.
first person here in America was a black person. You've already proven that. You know what I mean? So the more you keep, well, we did this first. No, you didn't. Somebody did this. Well, we didn't. No, you didn't. Somebody did. The more we just keep unraveling, which is why we don't want the woke movement, because we don't want to continue to educate people on the successes of other ethnicities. They keep stealing and keep lying about how it all happened.
Well, they're going to
it's
be
a
removing
problem.
the books
Like
because
they
they want
like they
to
say,
rewrite
equality,
history.
the
They
equality
don't want
feels
our black
the
history to be
equality,
taught.
the equality feels like oppression to them.
For
You know what I
sure.
mean? So you've been out in the front this whole time, and somebody's actually making this competitive, and you don't like it. You just put a plug on the game. So I'm going home. I'm gonna take my football and basketball with me. I'm not playing.
And you're right. And I would
bullshit.
say, if you think about it, if you are a part of a racial group that has always been looked at as superior, always had opportunities just given to you, always had a system that was set up to benefit you.
Yeah, you can't take no
You've
hits.
had that for centuries.
Yeah.
Would you easily give it up?
No.
That's what's happening. They realize they're fighting for their life.
They're fighting for their
Basically what
life.
you're saying. If you have lived that life and you have been superior over everybody else in the world, and you have brainwashed the entire world to completely idolize your race, so much so that they want to bleach their skin and all this stuff that's happening. If you've had that kind of power for this many centuries,
Right.
would you easily give it up for this grandiose idea that everybody's equal and we would be living great together and everybody be successful? Although that could absolutely be an option. But why would they take that option of everybody doing great, everybody equal, it's elevating our country, we're all coming together, this big group of what democracy is supposed to be?
Right.
We had an opportunity to prove that it can be, that we can all be together, work together, and grow a freaking powerful, kick-ass country together. We could have done that. But when you have lived a life of over 400 years plus,
What
where
Deontay say?
you've been in control.
400 years.
Why would you give that up easily?
Yeah.
You're not. You're going to want to keep that superior standing, even though that alternative is actually great.
You know the answer to that? You're going to end up finding, I'm learning being in a room with these billionaires, is you'll find out that they're not as smart as they think they say. That they're not that smart. They just, it's inherited.
You got into a lane,
It's power.
Yeah.
It's power. All of this is power. If life is, listen, one thing that I've learned about going to these other countries and being in politics and listening to a lot of old heads who's been through civil rights, who's been through Martin Luther King, who's been through being discriminated and serving in World War II. I listen to these older men and their wisdom, and I realize is that this is just repeated history. It's always been about power. This whole entire world is nothing but literally a game of Monopoly.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They're
And
not
that's
as
how
smart
they
as they are.
approach it.
So now you get people like who are educated now, who are
Yes.
different races, who come with different ideas, different backgrounds. Most of us have gotten our bootstraps out of the mud. You're fucking nervous.
Now, white people are really frightened. Ben Wattenberg was a brilliant Jewish man who was a member of the American Enterprise Institute, and he wrote a book, the first paragraph of which says, "The main problem confronting the United States today is there aren't enough white babies being born in this country." He was an advisor to presidents of the United States. He wrote the book in 1987. He says if we don't change this and change it rapidly, white people will lose their numerical majority in this country, and this will no longer be a white man's land.
We don't want a woman running the country. The game is going to change. That is the ultimate underdog. And she hit the black glass ceiling.
Yeah.
She didn't hit a regular glass ceiling though. She hit a black one.
Right.
She is the most decorated politician that a black person has.
Right.
Even more than Obama.
Yeah.
Right.
Her time, her tenure, her
Right.
work.
And
Because
what
she
she's
got-
done, the different branches she's been in.
She is the most decorated. And she ran a hell of a campaign for 90 motherfucking days.
did.
Right.
She put them boots on and was
And she
smiling
did not
and
take a
talking
break.
shit
She
and
did
was
not take a break.
running. But that we got too close. That was only 90 days.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck about Kamala.
Before.
And she's the
Before
first
July.
female vice president. Like, let's
Right.
not take away all her cookies.
Right.
Yes.
That's what it was.
You know what I'm saying?
She
Like,
already had.
She that bitch got real close.
She was already the vice president.
Yeah.
First woman vice president, and then the first woman vice
She
president
got
was
close.
black.
We getting too close.
And that's my point. For a population to know they had a 400-year head start to run a country, now we are faced with a black person running it.
And it's a CEO.
Can they do
it's
that?
the CEO
It's
of
a
America.
top dog. It's a top dog.
That's why Trump likes it. His why to me is that Trump is the CEO. He is about an apprentice. He's about running things, being in charge. He wants to run the biggest corporation in the world, the United States of America. That's all the fuck he sees.
Yeah.
And we are simply human capital.
Yeah.
Across the board. So when I see like Kamala and I see that like women have a glass ceiling in a lot of areas, especially being a black woman, and the fact that she's mixed.
Yes.
So there's more to that too. She's fighting against a lot of different areas, and for her to get that close,
Yeah.
it says a lot.
Jingle bells, bells on the scale, fish scale, same color eggs.